Hey, this is Sam Leonard, and in today's video what I'm going to be talking about is the importance of taking action with regards to the inner and outer world. Because we're on this journey of personal growth and we have to understand both elements of the inner and outer world, because without action we don't get any results. We have to understand that yes, on this path of inner growth we have a better understanding of ourselves. We get to understand our wants, our desires, why we're here, our purpose, all these different elements, this increasing of self-awareness, really understanding what direction we want to go in. There is this inner element of it, but there's also the outer element of taking action based on this. We're in this physical meat suit, as it were. In this physical reality, there is both the inner and outer world. And I see a lot of this imbalance within some people. Are the high achievers. They're just focused on the outer world. They're achieving lots of things in the material aspect of it, but they're not very happy within. And then there's some people who are just focused on the inner world. They're just increasing their knowledge. They're trying to manifest things, but they're not really putting anything into place. And by doing this, by just acquiring knowledge and not taking action on that knowledge, then we're not giving the universe, life, the opportunity to manifest things, for things to happen for you. This is why we need both of these. We need to understand ourselves, and we need to really tune into our intuition, because that really gives us a place to understand where to go moving forward. But we need to put that into action. Taking action is what really gives us the opportunity to get feedback from life. And this is sometimes a problem, because sometimes we don't know what action to take. We want to do something. We want to make more money, for example. We want to have a relationship, but we don't really know what action to take. But what I would say on this is, obviously there's a level of inner work involved in that. But if you're in a place where you just need to take action, then just move in the direction that you think is the right direction to go. Don't worry about perfection. Don't worry about everything being working, exactly, and having all the signals saying this is exactly the thing I need to do. Just tune into your intuition as much as you can to be like, this is the direction I want to go. And by doing that, even if it's wrong, even if it's the incorrect action, as it were, then it's not really, because you are still further ahead, because you know what you don't want, or you're a better place to now adjust course and move in a different direction, or move in a slightly adjusted direction. It's this action that gives us the feedback. And by doing this as well, we also experience a level of personal growth, because we've done something, we have a better understanding, we might have learned a new skill set, or we might have gained a confidence in a certain area. So we're also growing in ourselves. And let's just have a look at, the people in life that we remember. People aren't remembered from what they know. There's plenty of knowledgeable people out there. People are remembered from what they do. And if you really want to help change and inspire within life, then you have to put that knowledge into place. You have to get yourself out there, as it were. Get out your comfort zone. Share your knowledge. And this is taking action. This is, to really help other people. If that's one of your goals, then we have to take action and get out there. Speak to people. Put yourself out there and be vulnerable. Share whatever it is that you need to do. But this brings me on to one of the points why people don't take action, because there's a certain amount of fear or unknown or perceived limitations. This brings me back to doing the inner work. This level of self-awareness, increasing our emotional development. This is really how we get to the next stage of pushing past our limitations and really seeing things in a different way. These limitations are some of the things that is why people are not taking action. This is why we need to constantly work on ourselves, increase our awareness, increase our emotional development, push ourselves out our comfort zone. Because if we're pushing ourselves out our comfort zone, again, that's a physical action, but we're going to get feedback. We're going to get feedback from the universe, and we're also going to get more personal growth. Say, for example, one of the things I've done is doing a bit of public speaking. It's quite a fearful thing. It's one of the most feared things out there in, like, you know, the biggest list of fears. And, you know, I can understand why, but it's not really that the fear necessarily goes away. You just get more perspectives on it, and you just get more comfortable being in that difficult situation of all eyes on you and you being on the spotlight for those few minutes. So you get feedback, and then you get more confidence, you get more growth, and then you're at another place of where, you know, whether that's an avenue you want to go at, that's just an example, but it's moving out your comfort zone. And from this place, you get to a place where you get more confidence, and you get a more of a skill set, and you're at a higher position to move in the next direction. You understand that these limitations, they're really like self-imposed, or a lot of these fears, they're just an illusion, and you start pushing past your limitations. But this comes from, like I said, this level of emotional development of this inner work, but also the taking action. This is a very important step. So one of the things you can do to start to move forward is to really look at what's the next step. Look at where you're going to go. What is your goal, and what is the next action you can do to move towards that? And it's just really creating these little mini habits of taking action, moving in the right direction, gaining the feedback from life, and then just adjusting course. And also, you know, continue down this path of personal growth and development, because this is something that really helps you guide and tune into your own intuition, and it really gives you a good place to understand which direction you want to go, and really understand the feedback you're getting from the physical aspect of life, and really feeding off that. And then you start to tune in and work with it more and more. And this is how manifestation and law of attraction really works, because you're really more in tune with life and the universe, in tune with yourself, and this is where you get to more of a flow state with life. So you're using the inner world and the outer world, and you're taking action, moving in the direction of your goals. So that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on one of my next ones.